Hi, everybody. It is Kathy. I love to be selling. Come on in, sellers. Oh, it is Labor Day weekend. And I have been trying to get to you guys all week. It's been fun with a couple of really interesting projects coming my way and clients needing my help. And then I had a wonderful visit from my grandson. So, of course, that takes priority. So I apologize, but I definitely wanted to get to you because this is a very interesting way I've discovered with the help of somebody, and I'm going to give them credit, to save on eBay fees. And I know we're all interested in that. So come on in. Let me know that you can hear me. Just say hi. Let me know how your weather is. Feel free to share this with your seller friends because it is always a good thing to save on your eBay fees. So let me know you're all okay. And I'm just going to check over here, but hello, and come on in. And we will get right to it because I want all of us to get to enjoying our Labor Day weekend. So yay. So here we are. Oh, good. Here we go. Hang on a second. Hi, Sharon. How are you from Chicago? Great. Come on in. I'm so glad that you are with me. So this is what I wanted to talk about. And if you don't know who I am, I'm Kathy Terrill. I am a top eBay sales and social media consultant. I'm trained by eBay. I was trained as an eBay education specialist. I'm selling on eBay for over 12 years. My background before that, I was on QVC for over 6 years as a product presenter and over 25 years of brick and mortar experience in retail here in New York City. And New York City is where I live. And what that means is I know a lot about sales and a lot about presenting products and a lot about how to get customers interested in what you have to offer. And that's what I bring to the table. I'm always looking at how can we do better in eBay search? How can we do better on sales? I get to present with some eBay teams. I work with a lot of large clients, sellers that are on eBay. So I get to see a huge variety of things going on eBay, and I bring that information to you. My information is accurate, it is vetted, it is up to date. And as I always encourage everybody, check the dates on videos because eBay policies, like all the platforms, change rapidly. So what is true today may not be true 6 months from now or a year from now. So let me date this. And it is August 31st, 2019. But this is what I wanted to say. So Sharon, hi. Hi, Clay, good to see you. Thanks for joining me. Pam, always good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Carol, Michael, yay. So thanks, you guys. So this is what I was thinking about. And actually part of it came from my grandson visiting us this week, which was great. And it was gorgeous here this week. And of course, he wanted to be outside playing, which was good. And we had some sunblock in the house. And he's very pale skin. So we're always very conscious of making sure he's got block on before he goes out. And he hasn't been in our house for a couple of months. So I was just double checking the date on the sunblock to make sure, that it was still good for a couple of months. Because if not, then I was going to run out and get some more. And the way they make the sunblock now, it's not so easy to find the expiration dates. What I'm finding now a lot of times on products, I'm sure you're aware of this too, it's crimped like on the top, and you've got to look really closely to see what the date is. And it seems like every product is different. Some products it's on the front, it's crimped, some it's on the back, but there it was, and it was still good. So I was glad to know that. And that's the same thing about hearing about tips to save on eBay fees, because there might be something that was valid a year and a half, 2 years ago, and it's no longer valid. So you do want to stay on top of that. There's three main ways that are completely legal to save on eBay fees. The first is to open an eBay store. And you do need to open a basic store or higher to save on what is called your final value fees. With eBay, oftentimes there's listing fees. There's various offerings depending on what kind of seller you are. You get a certain amount of free listings. But everybody, for the most part, is paying final value fees. That's the fees that eBay assesses you once the item is sold. If you don't know, when you have a store, they're less. So even sometimes when you may not be selling that much, in certain categories, particularly electronics, the fees are much less for an eBay store. So definitely take a look at that if you're selling more than like 50, 60 items a month. But from basic store, on up, there are savings on your final value fees having a store, but you do have a store subscription, so you need to do your math. The other way to save on your fees, and a lot of us are familiar with this, is with the top rated plus discount. There's no final value fee discount as a top rated seller, as much as it's good to be a top rated seller and you want to be a top rated seller. Where the discount comes is for top rated plus. And that can be, you're like, what are you talking about? Is you're a top rated seller because you meet the criteria for sales, customer service, and how long you've been on the eBay platform. The top rated plus is if you have same or one business day handling, you'll need to have a 30-day or better return policy. And it changed in the past couple of years with free returns. And on those items, you would then qualify for a 10% final value fee. So again, you're paying the fees, but you're paying less. And then this came up because there are additional fees if you're doing what is called eBay's promoted listings. Now, eBay's promoted listings is eBay's paid search. And everybody who is above standard seller now qualifies to be in promoted listings. When it first rolled out, it was just for, I think it was just for store owners, then it was for top rated in store owners. It was just multi-quantity, then single quantity. Now it's pretty much everything and everybody above standard. So you do not need to have a store. This is another thing about listening to dates on things, because if you were listening to an older YouTube, it might say only store owners, and that is no longer true. So you're paying eBay a fee to promote your item within the eBay platform. And this came up as a question. People were like, oh, but if I share it, on Pinterest or Twitter or someplace, and if I'm sharing it after I've promoted it, so I've put the item into a promotion and then I share it, if they click on it, on Twitter or on Pinterest, will I be paying the additional promoted listings fee? No. Promoted listings is you are paying eBay to promote your item on eBay in the various places that are eBay search. And when you see a promoted listing, well, know it's promoted. It'll say a little word sponsored on it. In case, and I shop on eBay almost daily, so I'm always seeing it. You'll see the item and it will say, that item, somebody has paid eBay. It is in a campaign within promoted listings, okay? And there are fees. Now, the good thing with promoted listings is you pick the fee. eBay makes a suggestion. This is what the trending rate is, which is what the average rate that the sellers are paying for that item for clothing, jewelry, collectibles, toys, video games, and they'll let you know what the rate is. And then you decide if you want to do that or if you want to go less. So you get to pick it. What's nice too now on promoted listings, when you're doing the listing, it will let you know how much that is. So if it sells, I'm paying eBay 83 cents, 50 cents, $1.50, whatever it is. So I'm aware of how much that fee will be if it sells through a promoted listing. And I did a video about promoted listings, and it was posted on YouTube. Really good question from Quick Flippers Ship. And excuse me if I'm mispronouncing your YouTube name. Really good question saying, okay, what am I going to use as an example? I'll use my clock. So the clock is listed on eBay for $9.99 with free shipping. I have it in a promoted listing. Just to be easy, let's say it's on a 5% promotion. It sells through promoted listings. So I pay eBay the amount of money on the amount. I pay the final value fee, and then I also pay the promoted listings 5%, the two fees, on the $9.99 because my clock is free shipping. And what Quick Flipper asked was if I charge for shipping. So now my $9.99 clock is $5 with $4.99 shipping. The promoted listing fee is just on the $5.99. Is that correct, Kathy? I was pretty sure I was right, but I wanted to double check because that's why I always want to make sure. So I messaged a bunch of people on promoted listings, and that is correct. Your promoted listing fee is on the item price. If your shipping is rolled into your item price, then your promoted listing fee is on the entire thing, the $9.99, because your shipping's rolled in, you're doing free shipping. if your shipping is separated out, $5, $4.99, your promoted listing fee is only on the $5. This is a way to reduce your promoted listings fee. Now, caveat on this, because this is what I discussed with promoted listings, be aware that you do get a slight boost in search from using free shipping. Now, because I could just see people saying, oh, Kathy says we get a boost with free shipping. And you do. It is a slight boost. It is one of thousands of criteria that eBay uses for best match. It is not the sole, it is not one of 5, it is one of thousands of criteria, okay? But it does give you a slight boost. However, if you're finding you've got a lot of fees, or you're trying to look to bring down your fees, and I'm thinking particularly perhaps on an expensive item. If I have a lot of items that are over, let's say $50 or $60, and let's say they're on the heavy side, let's say the shipping is $10 or $15, it very well might be advantageous to me to have an $80 item with the $20 shipping. And don't get cute with this either, whereas the item's $50 and the shipping's $40, when really only the shipping's $10. Okay, we don't want to be scamming. But if it's a $100 item and $30 is the shipping, I might consider separating it out, because I am going to put it in a promoted listing, and I might even go a little bit over the trending rate because I want to give it a little more of a boost. Then I might consider separating out the shipping to save on that. And what I encourage you to do, I actually did this on my account, so hang on, is if you're not aware of this, if you head over to your eBay and you log into your eBay and you go to your promotions, you have a dashboard, okay, for promoted listings. It lets you know how many sales and it lets you know your fees. And do your math and figure, okay, let's say I sold, 60 items, and let's say I paid, $80 in fees. If I, switch to the paid for shipping, let's say, I'm just going to pick a number out of the air. So if I save 25 cents per item, what kind of savings would I get? $5, $8, $9. And again, it may not seem that much. So let's say it's $10 a month. Well, times 12, that's $120. I mean, I can think of a lot of things to do with $120, but do be aware of the fact that when you take free shipping off, you are losing that slight boost in search. If you are in a category that is extremely competitive, I'm thinking of something like cell phone accessories, and they're low ticket for the most part because of the fact that they're so light. For something like that, this is me personally, this is totally my opinion, for something that's a low ticket item like $9.99, $10.99, $11.99 with free shipping, it's just not that much money. But I do think for people that have more expensive items, or where the shipping is going to be more money because of the weight of the item, and that's something I'm going to be putting into a promoted listing, definitely take a look at whether it's going to be advantageous to you to pull the shipping off and charge for shipping, because of the fact that your promoted listing fee is on your item fee. And if the shipping is separate, the shipping does not count towards that. And that could be a nice little savings in and out. Again, if you're saving $10 a month, because $10 a month, you go, it's only $2.50 a week. It's not such a big deal. And $10 a month, right? That's, maybe a little bit more than a Starbucks. But when you times that times 12, $120, I can think of things to do with $120, can't you? And for my larger sellers, $250 for the year, $300, $400, it adds up. So I always like to keep an eye on all the fees I'm paying. I don't begrudge eBay anything. I am very glad for eBay. But if I can get good sales results, and I can do well on promoted listings, and I can do well with my listings and save some money, I'm in. Now, what I want to show you, and I just noticed this when I was on my cell phone, and I'm going to show you. So hang on just a second. Is because I'm always so surprised when all this stuff starts so soon. And if you're not aware of this, because it is late August, is that people are shopping for Halloween already. And it's actually trending on eBay, and that's what I want to let you guys know. So hang on a second, let me just figure out this. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you. Hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com. You're going to hover over free tips, and what you want is hot Halloween product tips. This is my gift to you. And you might think that you don't have Halloween items, and all I'm going to tell you is there's a lot of costume things, and there's a lot of home decor things, and there's a lot of decorating things that you may not think of as a Halloween thing because it's not a ghost or a goblin or something like that, but it's fall-y, or it's the kind of thing that somebody would put together for a Halloween costume. For instance, here in New York, a lot of people do headpieces and scarves and gloves and even unusual handbags because they need to wear something to work. They're not able to do a full costume. So hop over to my website. You're going to want to grab the hot Halloween product tips. It's complimentary. It's my gift to you. It's pages and pages of ideas. And I did it so that you can go through your inventory and go, oh, I've got that. I could feature that for Halloween and get it sold. What it does is it increases your conversion rate. It's like, yes, it's there, but maybe push it out on Twitter, put it on Pinterest, put it on your Facebook business page, highlight it right now, because right now they are Halloween shopping. And I wanted to look it up because I actually screenshotted it. So hang on a second, see if I can find this. I always take pictures of things so I don't forget. Do you just say things? I'm always taking pictures with my phone going up, like for shopping and everything. Halloween. So when I logged onto eBay, and I was checking some things out. Number one was Stone Forge Mystic, which I don't even know what that is. I'll Google it, or I'm sure somebody will tell me. Number two is a Halston dress. There must be some beautiful designer Halston dress. Perhaps it's a charity auction. Is number two trending on eBay right now with 1,953 views. And guess what has 22,000 views right now on eBay? Halloween decorations. So hop over to my website, ilovetobeselling.com, grab your complimentary hot Halloween product tips, because again, I don't have a lot of costumey things, but I have a lot of interesting wardrobe things, and that's the kind of thing they will pick up for Halloween, shoppers will. And if you do have costumes and stuff, I give you some great ideas of how to feature it, perhaps thinking about bundling it. But don't forget decor. You know, we're always thinking, you know, costumes, costumes, costumes. And don't forget about all the decorating that goes on in the house, on the porch, on the yard. So you're going to want to grab that hot Halloween product tips. Let me see if anybody's got any questions. I'm going to sign up. But I'm telling you, especially for your more expensive things, if you're selling luxury goods, if you get a nice designer bag or something, and something that's going to be 90, 100, or over 100, business and industrial goes over 100. Electronics goes over 100. The video games can get heavy, especially if you're bundling them, if you're doing the video games with a package. Great idea about the percentage above trending to try to say, yes, Bertie, don't pump it up too high, just slightly above trending if you're trying to push something, particularly when you're in a competitive category, okay? Everybody's got that? Good, 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 you guys. So yes, on your expensive things and your heavy things, consider pulling off free shipping. Like anything, test. I have free shipping on my lower price, not my lower priced items, my light items, things that I find that are light. It's like, why not do free shipping? But if it's a high ticket light item, again, just always, you got to play around with this, but definitely for the heavy items, you know, the shipping is like $30 and I've got it in a promoted listing and I'm paying 10%. That means if it sells, you're going to be paying the 10% on the $30 to eBay, right? Rather than separate it out, back to my clock, rather than separate it out and just pay the promoted listing fee on the clock and not on the shipping too. And that was my idea for you guys, because I'm always looking out for you. I want to save you money, save you money, save you money, and help you to sell, sell, sell. I'm Kathy, and I love to be selling. Bye-bye.